Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I'm kind of doing a compilation of the vlogs I took from the last day of the first week of me being on my own and leaving my job. So I'm going to play them as they were shot at that time. It's been a year now. And then I'm going to pop in periodically to give you sort of a retrospective of what has happened since then. And yeah, we'll just go through the video like that. Okay. Hello, good morning. I'm on my porch again, but I'm like in another chair just because I wanted to give you like a different view. I have my wind chimes out, although it's not windy, but it gets super windy here. But these are the ones that my honey bought me, the owls. But I have some bigger ones in the back. I want those like big, long ones, but yeah, anywho. So yeah, so I thought I would catch up. This is day 5. I think this is going to be my last vlog for this week. If you want me to keep vlogging like weekly or so, let me know down in the comments. So some things that I've been thinking about and things I'm going to do today. So let's talk about, we're going to talk about the agenda. I have a little bit that I want to talk about, some other personal things and some channel things. Today, again, I need to focus on the sale. So I'm going to bring you with me to like sort of set that up. Vlog day number 2 is done. It's uploaded, it's ready in YouTube. So I'm going to set that to premiere probably soon. Like to premiere maybe around 9 o'clock or so. Then I'm just back on my course. So that is like really what's happening today. So yeah, that's what I have on my agenda today. Oh, the last thing was I was going to talk about, I've talked about my weight issues periodically on here. I have lost 90 pounds and I kept it off for over 20 years. I think I'll do, like, if you want me to do a video, like a car vlog or something on it, let me know. I have one, but I'm not sure if it's like updated to my current struggles. But pretty much starting at the pandemic, not the first year of the pandemic, starting the first full winter of the pandemic was when stuff started to just slide downhill for me. And then I had to have a unexpected hysterectomy. Though I am not menopausal, so that people always want to say, you know, it's because you're menopausal. It's not that. I'm not menopausal. So I just had a hysterectomy and it just did not put me in menopause. I am not in menopause, so that's not contributing to what's going on. But I am 45, so but I used to do a lot of different things. I used to eat certain ways. I mean, 100%, not 100%, but a lot of percent, it's my food. But also, I was a bodybuilder in the past, and so I have worked out religiously for a long time. So I am going to have to add that back. Not have to. I want to add that back in to my schedule. And now that I, you know, work for myself, I can just fit that in when I want to. So that is going to be a priority. Pretty much everything is really on hold for doing that type of stuff until this course launches on the 1st. After that, then I can get those sort of daily routines going because I'm in a lot of pain. And I think a lot of it is A, extra weight, and B, just I'm not like flexible enough. Like I used to do yoga constantly. Like those tight muscles and tight joint, like that can really mess you up. And I have a lot of pain in my neck and a lot of pain in my back, especially my lower back. So losing a little bit of weight, and when you live in the country, man, they just want to like open it up. Oh, see, it's chiming. Kids in the window right in front of me, like, are you gonna come in? So yeah, but it was funny. I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna lose weight, I don't like, I weigh myself maybe like once a week or something when I'm trying to lose weight. I try not to do it like every day, but I was like, well, let me get a baseline. And about a month ago, I was way higher than I thought I was. Like, I knew I had gained weight. I knew like stuff wasn't fitting, but it was way higher than I thought it was, and I was really bothered. But I just weighed myself this morning, and it looks like I have lost some weight. So that's awesome. I think a lot of like the stress of work and all that kind of crap, and how I was like really getting depressed at work and really getting stressed out. And it was just like, okay, well then eat, you know? So I'll do a whole video on that because it's like I've been already yammering for too long. All right, so let's get to the day and then I will check in a little bit later. Okay? Okay. Wow, that's crazy listening to that, especially since it's a year ago now. So I am currently in the video that you're watching, getting stuff ready on my YouTube channel and the back end of YouTube. But as far as my course, I did actually complete that course and it is ready and available, but I'm currently revamping the entire thing. So that's really funny because I'm sitting here finishing this video thinking that I need to revamp my course. And the weight issues, it's funny because I recently was diagnosed with lupus. So some of this issues, not specifically with weight, but with the pain that I had been feeling and the exercise, is really quite related to the lupus. And so I'm being treated for that. And I think some of the stuff will be addressed once I treat that. But it's really just interesting how we can kind of convince ourselves that it's this or that or the other thing, but, you know, having checkups and going to your doctor and having the blood tests and following up can really be beneficial. Are you being my assistant? So like I said in the beginning, this is day 5 of the first week of me being an entrepreneur, and I did vlog the whole thing, so I will link that for you because it's really interesting, especially if you want to start your own business. But this section right here, you know, Kit Kat's just always stealing this show. I actually redid my space too, so this is before I redid my space, so this is really fun. All right, I got my microphone, so we're going to put that right here. It is 10:30 a.m. and I'm getting ready for my sale. That's what I'm doing, but people always ask me about my skincare routine, and I guess I kind of have one, so I thought I would quickly show you in this little vlog because I just always forget. So I keep these little baskets, and one is AM and one is PM because there's, you know, certain products you only use like once a week or whatever. And then I actually put on the container whether it's AM or PM, and also what it's used for, and any like warnings, like if it shouldn't be used with this or should be used with that. So yeah, there's stickers on all of them because I feel like skincare can be so confusing and so personal. So what we're gonna do is I've been really struggling with oil. So I'm going to start with this, and this is the Ordinary Caffeine Solution 5%. And I'm going to use that underneath my eyes. I've always had dark circles underneath my eyes, but I feel like especially if I don't get sleep, it gets worse. So I'm just going to pat that in just to the part that can get like bulgy, swollen. And I'm just going to let that sit. And then the next thing I'm going to use is this alpha arbutin 2% with HA. I get all my information from Dr. Andrea, here on YouTube. She's amazing, and I get all of my information from her. So I have melasma, so this is for dark spots, melasma, and then you like sort of target. So I'm just going to put it a little bit here. Kitten, no. No. And a little bit where, like I've picked my face a little bit. And then I will rub it in. Kitten's after a bird, so I had to open up windows or she's going to come on this desk and mess everything up. No. I'm using this Cetaphil Pro Oil Absorbing Moisturizer. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that. The next thing I'm going to use is this sunscreen from Clinique. Because part of this it continues to get sun damage. So I'm just going to sit this there for a second while I get a bunch for my actual face. I used to be so religious about sunscreen and things, and I think that's outside of genetics. It's partly why my skin is still in the condition it is in. And it's not perfect, but I don't think it's bad. And then underneath the eyes, because I do tend to get sort of either drier or just dark circles under there, is I'm going to use the Clinique All About Eyes. And I just use a tiny bit. When you have long nails, you have to like get creative. And I sort of just tap that in, especially where I feel like there's this crease. So that's what I do. I'm gonna put you on fast speed because I'm just gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna do that same fast base that I did before, but I'm going to probably do a little more of an eye look. It's my first time doing Facebook Live, so interested to see how that works. So looking back on the Facebook Live stuff, I still do those and I enjoy them, but I don't do them as frequently as I thought that I would in this first week of being an entrepreneur. It's really, really interesting because I've recently, I'd say in the first 6 or so months, it was just sort of flying by the seat of my pants. I do have an assistant now, so that's really crazy. You're going to hear me talk in a little bit about what I think I could do if I had an assistant or if I had employees and stuff like that. The fact that within, a year or less than a year, I do have an assistant now, and all that has changed and my routine, it's just really interesting to look back at all of this. So I'm glad that I did this. All right, so it's 2:10. I just got done with my first Facebook sale. I was actually kind of nervous, which is weird because I'm on YouTube 24/7, but I was like a little bit scared and it went so well. So now I'm gonna go get some lunch and also stop at the post office to get some priority mailing boxes so I can come home and start processing these orders, because especially since it's a holiday, I just want to get them done and sent off. So okay, let's go do that. So the first thing I want to address is the processing of the orders. Brenda and I were just talking about that. I'm still really crazy about processing orders as quickly as possible. And I actually build it into my schedule so that, unless it's a special order or a back order and people know, I just really don't like people to wait for their orders. Honestly, I'd said earlier, I could, put all this into my routine, working out, doing all this stuff because I'm an entrepreneur. But frankly, mentally, I always feel like I should just be working. And if you follow me for a while, you'll see that I have addressed this quite recently in the last few months because I was getting burnt out. But it's funny, at the time I thought I was going to have all this time. Hey, so it's 3 o'clock and I got some boxes that I need to do the order, so I'm going to start processing those orders. And I got some lunch, got some new wind chimes, and I got my little baby birds are going to be in here soon. They're so cute. It's so nice out. I think it's 77, but there's a light breeze, although there's some clouds. Hi. But it feels so great right now. So yeah, so it's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna try to just process the orders. If I can process them and ship them, I'll ship them tomorrow because my partner and I have something to do anyway. So I'll go ahead and ship them tomorrow. Ooh, I could just lay out here for a minute and sleep in the sun. When you live in a climate like I live in, you can get a lot of seasonal depression just because of the lack of the sun and vitamin E. Yeah, vitamin E, right? I think it's vitamin E. So anytime that I can just soak that up, I do. And yeah, I think Avery should be coming home soon. Is that him? Nope. I think Avery should be coming home soon, but he has to work tonight, so I will work on these orders, and then I'm going to do I need to contact some of my vendors and get some more stock in. And what else do I need to do? And then I need to just plug away on the course. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll check in with you later. This is the most mind-blowing part. I didn't know when I was filming this that I'd be getting ready to send Avery into the Marines, that my partner would be getting ready to relocate so that we could live together finally after 2 years, that I would be now an authorized retailer for name brand wigs. I just am blown away how much has changed in a year. Kit Kat's still the same though, crazy as ever. And yeah, thank you for watching, and here's the rest of this video. Hello. Oh my gosh, what a day. I think it is 6 o'clock. It's Friday. I have completed all of my orders. They're all, as you saw at the door, ready to ship tomorrow. So they'll ship out before the holidays. So I am really happy about that. And yeah, I'm going to just take a little break and then I'm going to work on my course. But I had a really good day and got a lot done. My first Facebook sale went really well. Whew. So, because I know it's going to be getting later, and I just want to make sure, oh, my face is all, I want to make sure that I don't forget. This is the day 5. So this is Friday of my first week doing my own business. And kitten's on the porch. Kit Kat. I just wanted to maybe put some thoughts in here so that I don't forget later. But first of all of you that have been following this journey, thank you so much for all of your support. If you are someone who's like thinking about doing something about like I'm doing, leaving your job, working for yourself, and you have any like questions or anything, put that down below. I'm very responsive to my comments. I will do updates. I'm thinking maybe like weekly. Would you like to see weekly or monthly? I feel like weekly at first, just because just getting it off the ground, and I think it'll be nice to look back at this. I can come back and sort of look at some of these and follow up in 6 months and a year and things like that. Because at this point, in this moment, my first full week, I don't see myself going back to work full time. I honestly feel like if I had a small bit of capital and some employees, that I could make this a big thing right now. But I can see this just growing and growing, and that makes me really happy, and I hope that it inspires, because sometimes the biggest thing in our way is our own self. And I'm not encouraging anybody to be, you know, hasty or financially irresponsible or whatever, but often we are capable of way more than we give ourselves credit for. And for me, I'm someone who thrives. If I'm doing something I love, I will do it all day, every day. And, you know, I was in a situation that just wasn't good for me. So I am looking forward to going back to work part-time. But I don't see myself working more than the 10 hours a week. I think that'll be good, and I'll be fine with that. But if you ask me right in this moment, I don't see myself going back full time. So those are sort of my thoughts. And yeah, I'm so happy I brought you on this journey, and I'm so glad that you wanted to be on this journey. My partner comes home from our apartment, our city apartment. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Our city apartment tomorrow. So that's really exciting. And all weekend and all over the holiday, I will be working on my course. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so let me get in here, blot my face, rest for a few minutes, and then I'll work on my course, and then I'll catch up with you.